What's up, guys? That Really Gross Guy here, and we are back playing Warframe. So, we're going to jump into a mission real quick. We're going to have a little bit of stuff to talk about, and that has to do with Oberon. And without further ado, because we're talking about Oberon, I am going to be one of my Oberon builds. He has kind of a low-level, non-formed build that I just kind of have fun with. Oberon, at the moment, is not all that wonderful. I mean, I do like Oberon. To be honest, he was one of my most... I mean, I don't know. When I first got Oberon, I played Oberon for a very, very long time. This was back when I was grinding like crazy to get every frame. So it makes sense that when you finally get a frame and you're just overjoyed and you play him like crazy, it makes sense. But Oberon, I don't know. I have a place in my heart for Oberon, or for Oberon for sure, but I will admit that I feel like he is a little bit lackluster, but all of that is going to change coming up here in a little while. I don't know how long it's going to be, but we have gotten a pretty decent look at the new changes that are coming to Oberon in the recent primetime, and we're going to talk about those just a little bit. Now, like I said, I do enjoy Oberon. I think he's fantastic. Well, he's not fantastic. He's alright at a few things. He's a decent health restorer. He's a decent damage dealer, and he's a decent... I don't know. He's a little bit of everything. I don't know. Does a little bit of utility. Does a little bit of damage. He's an okay run and gun frame, I suppose. If you run him in a certain build, decent casting frame. But the problem is, he's not great at any of these things. He's not fantastic at any one of these things. So, it's kind of disappointing for anyone who's looking to get into a pretty a pretty solid frame for like more endgame type stuff. He's absolutely fine for most of the star chart, and unfortunately I don't know if he's really all that good for the furthest planets on the star chart. To be honest, I can't imagine Oberon being all that great in like the last planets in the section. Oh, come on, New Loka. I'm Oberon. I practically represent nature and beauty and all that stuff. You can't come after me now. Oh, that's not fair. But with all of that said, he's getting worked on, and we have seen to a degree. Yo, chill out, stupid frickin' infested. Thank you. We have seen a little bit of changes when it comes to his rework on the recent primetime. Chill out, runners. Jesus. His smite ability is now going to, in my opinion, be much more powerful. I like smite. I think it's actually a pretty decent ability for a number one ability. There are definitely worse number one abilities out there, but then again, there are some better ones. But chill out, infested. I'm just trying to kill these jerks back here. Let's get these shot combos going. Thank you. The smite is actually going to be better if you cast it on a higher level frame, or a higher level enemy. So if you let's say just for example in this mission right here, the other infested on the mission are closer to like 15 to 20 when it comes to a level. So it would be better for me to cast Smite on one of these Parasitic Eximus so that that ability does more damage. Look at this sure 30 shot combo, and I'm not killing any of these guys. This Vectus really could use some help for sure. But let me get over to the Furus or something. Even the Furus is not that great, but might do damage faster. Hey, you want to get in there, little Helminth Charger dude? You might be more beneficial attacking these guys. Of course, I'm gonna get grabbed, but that's okay. Turn these guys against each other, and then maybe we'll be good. I hope. But yeah, so you're going to be rewarded for casting your Smite ability on stronger enemies. It's definitely going to pay off damage-wise if you do that. Now, his second ability, which is Hallowed Ground, has really been a very lackluster ability. Now, it has a good idea behind it, but it really, you know what, just kill me. Just kill me. It's gonna take me way too long to kill these guys. I am not built, this Oberon is not built to take out these guys. So, if you could just toxic me to death, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Are we now doing a Juggernaut deal? Oh my gosh, chill out. Chill out, Infested, please. Thank you. The Hallowed Ground is going to be, number one, it's going to be a larger area of effect, and there's also going to be synergy attached to Oberon's abilities. So, for example, if you use Hallowed Ground and you use his Renewal ability to anyone that's in Hallowed Ground, they're going to receive an armor buff as well as the actual healing regeneration thing. If you want to understand why I'm not really going after the enemies, because I don't want the Juggernaut to come out. This Oberon isn't built for that. Alright, there we go. So yeah, that's going to be a benefit of being synergistic with his abilities. Speaking of his renewal is going to be very similar, except it is going to, instead of being kind of like a ball of energy that hits your allies and starts healing their ability, it's going to be kind of like Nova's Molecular Prime, where it waves out, and as long as your range is good enough, any enemy or any ally that is hit by that wave is going to receive those healing abilities. Now, it's going to be a healing process, so you still will continue to gain heals based on heals. Yeah, half-inch heals. I don't know. 3-inch heals. I don't know feminine stuff. Whatever. But you're still going to heal, kind of like you already do with Oberon. It's going to be a gradual heal. But as long as you are being healed, as long as that renewal is active on anyone, as long as they were standing in that Hallowed Ground, they will be also getting that armor buff. So that's good. And lastly is the Reckoning. Now, Reckoning is going to be very, very similar to the way it already is now. I don't know if there's going to be a damage increase. They didn't really say too much of that, but they did say that as long as if you use Hallowed Ground as well as Reckoning together, kind of like I was saying, enemies that are in Hallowed Ground, when you are damaged by Reckoning, they will receive an armor nerf instead of, kind of like allies receiving an armor buff, which is going to be great. So he's also going to be doing his debuff thing, which can be very rewarding in endgame stuff. So it's giving you a reason to take Oberon into more difficult missions when it comes to his first ability being able to do more damage to higher targets, to his Reckoning and Hallowed Ground being able to strip enemies of their armor. Now I'm assuming that that's going to be a percentage of armor that's debuffed, so that it doesn't fall off in endgame stuff. You know what I mean? It's not going to do like specifically 100 armor reduction. It's going to probably do like a 20% armor reduction or something along those lines. Which is good. I'm glad to see Oberon getting some love. He's definitely fallen off for me when it comes to kind of what I typically play in Warframe. While I do like him, I am getting closer to endgame content, and I know Oberon hasn't really been suited for endgame content, so I haven't really given him a chance. But this is definitely going to allow me to go back and revisit him and definitely give him another chance. So I'm excited. Now, if you're wondering if the augments are going to change, they said, yeah, they probably will have to go back and look at those augments and tweak those to some degree. Now, I don't know what most of them are off the top of my head. I think his Hallowed Ground augment does a... Actually, it already does a heal, so I don't know what Hollow... Or is it just a damage as a base skill and then a heal with the augment? Or is the heal in there? I'm not sure. I think the augment is a heal because his renewal is his augment's a heal because his renewal is a heal. If that makes sense. If I confuse you, I'm sorry. Kind of confused myself. But lastly, the other one that I remember is his renewals augment. Anyone that is currently undergoing renewal, I believe, will be revived if they take lethal damage, and I hope that kind of stays the same. Oh, I literally need 2 more energy to cast my my ulti. There we go. But yeah, so that's good. That's good. I'm definitely glad that's going to be a thing. Or that you know, renewal does that heal thing, and I am assuming they're going to keep that part of the augment where it's a revive if they take lethal damage. I really hope so. Obviously, this is one of those things where if we're vocal about it, if you guys, you know, let DE know that that's what you want, I may even jump in the forums and just mention that. There's probably already a forum post on there that's hoping that the augment doesn't change, but I would like to see renewal keep that renewal augment, keep that ability to do the revive. But let me know what you think about the changes. Let me know if you're eager to play Oberon when that change happens, or if you already are an Oberon player, and how do you feel about these changes? I'm pretty curious because, like I said, I like Oberon, but maybe it's a lack of experience with Oberon to really get a good build out of him, or is it definitely a well-deserved rework coming Oberon's way? Let me know. I guess that should do it. Thank you guys for watching. If you do want to see a little bit more in depth, if you check out Prime Time all the way at the end of the last like 10-15 minutes, you can look to see Rebecca use the new Oberon and kind of talk about his powers as well. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm currently busy doing some projects for Warframe to get some better videos out there for you guys. But anyways, I hope this did it for you today. Thank you. Until next time. Blah!